Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Rex Mechanica, for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. What a nice welcome. I hope you were late this morning because you were bumping Frederick. I don't know what that means. Is that like pushing P? Is that like being swagged out? Is that screaming YOLO in the lane swerving? What does bumpin' Frederick mean? Bumpin', a noun, a verb, traditionally indicating playing a song loudly. Oh, Bears Goose song. You know, I don't want to put the flex on you, but I was in the laboratory, by which I mean he showed it to us a little early. I honestly thought bumpin' Frederick might be like a new street drug or something. It's 2024. All the 12th graders are straight edge when it comes to caffeine, but are going to geography class tripping on ketamine. It really doesn't take too long for you to be out of touch. Back when I was in 12th grade, trying to think of I guess my vice was Halo 2, to be honest, and it was a little bit of a life destroyer, don't get me wrong. I didn't know the bad kids when I were in high school, and this was like unnecessarily well, I don't know, maybe it was just what the culture was like back then. The kids who were cutting up were the weed smokers. And they weren't even weed smoking in school. They were smoking like after school. And we were like, whoa, those are the bad kids. Those are holy. They smoked some weed at 5:30 p.m., ate dinner, and then went to bed and came to school for 7:01 a.m. the next day. Are you guys okay? No opioid crisis there? I'm sure there is now, but not really in 2006. Not saying there was nobody addicted to Oxy, but definitely seemed to kick off around the 2010s. Can I tell you why I'm not that scared of AI video, by the way? I think let me at least get a screen region set up in case the clip bangs, okay? Why am I not that scared of AI video? Well, a couple of reasons. One is that people are like, this is going to send us into the era of unreality and disinformation, to which I can only say, without seeming unnecessarily cynical, we are already there. Probably been there for about 8 years. It's certainly not going to get better, but we're through the looking glass regardless, in my opinion. So it's not like a shock to me. Secondarily, at least for now, you know that lady who posted the essay about how she got scammed and it can happen to everybody because she passed 50 grand in a shoebox through a Mercedes window because she thought the CIA was protecting her from identity theft. Much like the people replying to that, I'm not going to be tricked by the AI videos as they look right now. In 2 years? Yeah, maybe. But also, I've inoculated myself against it by not watching basically any video content except Michael Mann movies from 1983 to 2007. I'm not scrolling through TikTok, Instagram, YouTube shorts, like getting my news and trying to figure out what the state of the world is from people, fighting over a few tenths of a cent by promoting fake news. I don't know. I'm out there in my community. I'm shaking hands. I'm kissing babies. And thirdly, they all look like they all got a stink to them right now. You know what I mean? In the same way that it's impressive what it can do, but when you look at something generated by Midjourney or DALL-E, you just know that it's got that stank on it. It's like when you see a movie trailer and you're like, brother, I can't articulate why, but this is gonna be ass. There's just something in the subtext that comes through that is giving like an ass vibe. Same thing with the AI videos thus far. I know this is as bad as they're ever gonna get. But again, this is kind of like, yet I participate in society. This is why you should not be watching videos from anonymous content creators to begin with. I already don't believe anything that I see online. I was the only dude who's saying the kangaroo video was fake. If anything, I was just early, okay? Because that one, all signs point to it being real. It was not fake? enjoy that being the narrative, because in 35 years, people will be saying every video from the 2000s was fake, okay? Sometimes being early is just as bad as being wrong. Also, the fourth reason is that I think I saw a tweet that I resonated with, which is that people have a bias that the way that things are going right now is the way that they're going to go forever. But we forget that humans have like a built-in DGOS monitor button, which is the cycling of people due to generations, you know? My generation, I fully expect millennials to get thrown into the mill and turned into flour by AI content. I fully expect 80% of my high school classmates to be like, yeah, it seems like it could be bad for propaganda, but on the other hand, I could generate infinite Harry Potter content based on exactly what I want to see in the movie. Exactly what I want to see in the movie is going to take place in the movie, and I can just keep making it forever. I could watch a new Harry Potter movie every single day. But I have faith that if those are your parents and you grow up with that, you know, you're 20 years younger, your generation will respond to that with aversion, because whatever your parents were into is innately uncool to you until maybe you become their age. So I think they'll grow up being like, more likely to be like, I want human stories. I want real human stories. I want to see what I don't want to see. I want to see something that challenges me. And then their grandkids are going to be the ones that are truly cooked. Infinite skippity toilet videos on demand. But then their grandkids, holy man, their grandkids are going to be watching the most challenging cinema you've ever seen. But then their grandkids are just going to be in the holodeck. I don't know why we're get a loading of this society today, but someone tweeted me, and this is not them being toxic. They said, I thought you'd want to know I went to a burger joint in Austin. It was standing room only. There was only one hamburger on the menu with French fries, and 3 burgers and fries came to $72. I replied to them and said, this is why people, and by people I mean myself, I don't know if anyone else has joined the movement yet. This is why people are 90s maxing. Bring back the 35-page menu. Someone replied to that, I would say justifiably, and said the bigger the menu, the worse everything on it is. I too have gone to the school of watching Kitchen Nightmares episodes on YouTube. So I understand where like you're preaching to the converted here. But I replied, counterpoint, it's a restaurant. All the food is good enough to eat. I'm bringing the 90s back, man. I feel it in my spirit. 92% of restaurant meals I have ever consumed, I would give a 3.5 stars or higher. Now, there's two possible, I guess there's more than 2 possible options. One option is that I'm an easy critic, in which case I would say based. It makes me happier than you. No disrespect. The other one is that you fucking suck at picking restaurants. My ass, it's got the trailer stink, bro. I think I'm good at picking restaurants. I filter the bad candidates out before I walk into them most of the time. Just go to Gotham every weekend. You would not catch me at Gotham. I'm 90s maxing. If I'm downtown and I want a steak, which, God forbid, happens more than once a year, you can catch me I'll go to the Keg. I don't have that high of an opinion of myself. I don't need to go to Black and Blue. I don't need to go to Gotham and get a $94 Delmonico steak. I'll have a $43 rib steak dragged through the damn weeds or something. What does a menu font say about the venue? I try not to hold it against a restaurant if it has papyrus as its font. What I do instead is I look at that and I say, this place must be doing something right because they've been around since the font was cool. If you go to a Thai restaurant and the menu's in papyrus, then you know like that shit has been thriving in the city since like 1997. So you're probably in good hands. I don't want my restaurant that concerned with its font choice. I want 3 chefs in the back who love to cook and resent the fact that they've built a business around it. I want them cooking recipes that have been passed down through the generations, and they're only doing the business stuff begrudgingly as a result of the necessity of making money to pay their bills and live their lives. Getting a lot of +2s here. like you with streaming, I think that's true. Don't you want a streamer who has a little bit of contempt for the audience? How could you not have a little bit of contempt for the amorphous concept of the audience? They yell at you all day. I don't trust a streamer who's like, you know, they've got over 500 people in chat and they're like, you guys make my day. I'm like, they make your day, they break your day, they shake your day. Like, you need a streamer who's a little bit like begrudging about it. I kind of look at it like Seinfeld versus the Big Bang Theory. I kind of got the idea that everybody on the Big Bang Theory was like, this is a dream job, we're happy to be here. Jerry Seinfeld gives off the vibe of like, I'm better than you, but I'm going to come down from my ivory tower and give you some pearls of observational wisdom. And on a logical level, you should want to interface with the first more than the last. But for some reason, there's something of the... I want content that mogs me. You know what I mean? I don't want content that's like, here's what you're looking for. I want some content that hits you with like they're debasing themselves coming down to my level. I don't want your ghost, hey, Sora.ai, can you make the lobster but with no negative emotions that come out? I just think, what about a cool like slice of life movie where people become animals? No, bro. I want to see Colin Farrell, you know, sacrifice his humanity just to try to avoid becoming a lobster. I want to see how low and depraved the depths of humanity can get. Okay, anyway, let's try some Bandle. Ooh, okay. I'm going to know this. I feel like it's not Stairway to Heaven, but it's got Stairway to Heaven vibes. Hang on, I'm gonna burp. I almost always move away from the camera to burp because I'm worried that I'm gonna look like the guy. You know the guy I'm talking about? The what's the word I'm looking for? The Jamaican dance hall singer who I believe says, and I quote, "When me fuck pussy, the pussy turn red." I'm worried I'm gonna burp and it's gonna be like, and then like a vein's gonna pop out and I'm gonna turn red or something like that. Yes, I'm concerned. All right, phase 2. This is Led Zeppelin, Kashmir, 1990 remastered. Oh. This is the kind of shit that plays on Dracula's boat. I've got to try Stairway to Heaven. I'm sorry. It has so much of the pluck to it. Is this the Sopranos theme song? I don't know what the Sopranos theme song is. I don't know what it's called. Songs for an Italian restaurant? That's not gonna help. I need mobster. Capo. Gangster. Mobster. Kingpin. Godfather. The theme from the love theme from the Godfather. We're so back. 82 out of 82 found. We're getting a little scared there, though. That's not from The Sopranos, huh? The film reel means it's from a movie. All right, chat, so what do you want? Do you want the streamer to just look at chat and cheat and read what you say and use that to come up with the answer? Or do you want the streamer to try to do it like organically? We want them to cheat? Boy, do I have a show for you. Anyway, ads are based on your browsing history Andes. When a streamer gets served, alumni and members of professional groups get preferred rates. Ads for the bank. I simply don't know what this is, but I'm going to guess that it is Carol, or Brooklyn. I'm going to guess that it's Brooklyn. Yes! I've not seen it. How? It looked like it was from this era, based on the costumes. And I know that it's a movie about an Irish family that moves to New York in the early 20th century, maybe the late 19th century. Kind of has that vibe. Maybe, you know, she's being introduced to someone for the chance to like have a job or something like that. I don't know. And then I always get it confused with Carol, because Carol is like, are they both Cate Blanchett? Why was Irish racism so normalized? It's going to sound crazy. I was thinking of that the other day. Like, there's so many movies, because it's based on history. There's so many movies where, like, Italian immigrants in America and Irish immigrants in America are subject to racism. And now in 2024, I'm like, those are two of the most American stereotypes that there are. That's like Ben Affleck and Tony Soprano. Like, they're paragons of American culture. Like, I almost feel like nobody is more American than someone who lives in Boston whose great-grandparents were Irish, or someone who lives in New York whose great-grandparents were Sicilian. What about Mark Wahlberg? Well, we don't talk about Mark Wahlberg. Former Heisman finalist Manti Te'o got drafted by this AFC West franchise, the Los Angeles Rams. What? Didn't he play for the Rams? He played for the Chargers? Yeah, but didn't he also play for the Rams? I thought the bro was on the Rams. Drafted? You don't understand. You're literally like a Stephen Hawking, and I'm like a little fucking ant in your freshman year physics class, and you're like, well, you forgot about black body radiation. It's like, bitch, I don't even know statics yet. Was he on the Rams? The Rams are in the NFC. Is that what I fucking asked? I didn't say what conference are the Rams in, okay? I said I don't like pancakes. That doesn't mean I love waffles, bro. He was not on the Rams. Okay, was that so hard? This is William Shatner and Nicholas Hoult. Yeah, I think that's Nicholas Hoult. Yeah! Oh, man. I would have said Patton Oswalt for sure. I don't want to, like, I don't care about Patton Oswalt. I'm not white knighting for Patton Oswalt, but he's literally, like, probably 51 years old, and William Shatner is like 87. In fact, now that I think, he might actually be like 93 years old. I like when he sang Rocket Man. No, you don't. You like when Stewie sang it on Family Guy. But it's not okay to say you like Family Guy anymore because of woke. So now you got to pretend like, yeah, no, I saw it. I saw it on TV when I was a kid in my time machine. Name the actress based on her filmography. Spin City, American Horror Story, Friday Night Lights, Nashville, Hayden Panettiere. No! Really? Connie Britton? I'll be honest with you, I don't even know who that is. You thought she was in Spin City? Yeah, I thought she could be like a little kid on Spin City. She could be like Michael J. Fox's daughter or something. in Nashville? Well, I know there's the Robert Altman movie, but I also, isn't there like a TV show called Nashville that Hayden Panettiere's in? Yes, there is. Well, see, it's not a bad guess then, all things considered. She is in Nashville. She co-stars with Connie Britton. See, this is why I'm one of a kind, okay? Because you guys were like, Nashville is a movie that came out in 1974. You need to watch more mid-content, or at least have an awareness of it. The problem is that we've only got two kinds of people in the world, geniuses and dummies. We need somebody that bridges the gap between geniuses and dummies. We need like an academic who isn't afraid to watch Crank High Voltage, and we need an idiot who isn't afraid to sit down and watch Battleship Potemkin. We need to cross the aisle, okay? I'm happy to exist in the aisle, even though it's a compromised position to be in, because all the dummies are like, you're smart, fuck you, and all the smart people are like, you're pretending to be smart, you're dumb, fuck you. It is kind of crazy that both of the biggest superstars from the 2008 Olympics were famous for eating chicken nuggets. Like literally the two most popular, well, maybe not most popular, but close to the top. The two athletes most emblematic of high performance were like, yeah, I eat McDonald's before I do my heat. That's crazy, man. Just another data point saying that maybe a large Coke Zero is a health potion, okay? From the fountain, not from the can. From the can, it's like a healing salve. From the fountain with a little ice in it, I think it might be a health pot. I'm stupid. That should be here. Yay! And then Singing in the Rain, Gene Kelly. It's got to be a member of the Talking Pictures. Leonardo DiCaprio, Elijah Wood. Okay, we got there. Love and Basketball. Green Street Hooligans. Singing in the Rain, The Banshees of Inisherin, Sing Street. Love and Basketball? What basketball? I don't watch any of that shit. The last basketball movie I watched was The Sixth Man. Kid turns into a ghost, cheats their way to the state championship. Teaches kids entirely the wrong lesson, in my opinion. That's why, like, when I was a child athlete, I didn't even pray before games. Because I think it's not fair to invoke the Almighty's help in a contest of juvenile sports. Let's just let our skills and our training do the talking, okay? Oh, I've lived a more penitent life, so bro's gonna help me shoot 100 at the free throw line? Like, that's not fair. Like, let's just leave that shit out of it and play basketball, bro. Let's just hoop. The architect and the builder arrive calmly from their escalator with a sense of purpose. This is a little game by the name of VVV. It's not rated. It's a little... This is Undertale! No! Cut the road. Geometry Dash. This is Geometry Dash. Yes! I've seen my daughter watching a YouTube video of this. In what world is that, Undertale? Well, it looked like a mobile game, so... What's the appeal? Super Hexagon is just a coiled Geometry Dash. Geometry Dash is just like an elongated Super Hexagon. So if something appeals to you about Super Hexagon, Geometry Dash might appeal to you the same way. This is Castlevania, the Symphony of the Ten Rings. This is Hades, the game known as Hades. It's not Hades. This is Children of Morta. Oh, they have it, bro! Yes! Least appreciated Northern Lion Let's Play, Children of Morta. That was a cool game. I'm kind of surprised it had enough impact to make it into Gamedle, but if it's so cool, why'd you stop playing it? Hey, gamers, if you hate live service loot treadmill games, why do you keep asking people why they stopped playing a game that had a beginning, a middle, and an end? I mean, you're in your 30s. Like, no offense, I think it's time to start, like, demonstrating the kind of media you want to interface with instead of just, like, slurping it up. I'm 23. Well, I wasn't talking to you, okay? I was talking to Wolfsky. They've been around. Kirby and the Legend of the Seven Fingers. Bam! Super Mario Brothers 2. That's a Shy Guy, bro. Also known as Doki Doki Panic. Yes! Bowser! He's had some work done. I hate Super Mario Brothers 2, just by the way. I don't necessarily think it's a bad game. But you know the same way people are like, they get anxiety when they hear the noise of Sonic the Hedgehog drowning? That's how I feel when I go into one of those like interdimensional doors in Super Mario Brothers 2 and those weird masks start chasing you while you're trying to get the key. That is like, that as a kid, that is not my favorite moment. But it does have some goated innovations. When Birdo shoots the pellet at you and you can jump on the pellet and break the laws of physics and grab the pellet you're on top of to throw back at Birdo, that was a pog-rich moment, okay? Okay. These are crepes. Am I insane? Are these crepes? They look like they have bananas inside of them. Are they crepes or flautas? Or like a, I don't know, like a brie quesadilla? I think they're crepes from France, bro. Oh, Mexico. That's your picture for a quesadilla? Those, I don't live in Mexico, okay? Those do not look like the quesadillas we get. The quesadillas we get are firmly sealed with liquid cement, and they have cheddar cheese on the inside, okay? I don't know what's up with this. This might be a Oaxaca cheese or something. This shit gotta be in Ireland. Corned crew beans. 80 cents each? I don't know if they use cents, but I gotta try. Yep, okay. Oh, man. They're considered a nostalgic and traditional dish. I'm not gonna hold it against you. It's just say, as soon as a food becomes corned, it really narrows down. I don't even know what it means to corn something. And then crew beans just was like, it was like not English. Like it's English, but not from England, I should say. I got to put some respect on the Canadian government, by the way. I got my passport renewed. I went to the passport office last week of January. They told me my passport would arrive the last week of February. My ass picked it up from the post office yesterday. It came like 10 days early. So they lied? Well, yeah, but in a good way. They under-promised and over-delivered. Not to brag, but in Sweden, you can get it pretty much the same day. Yeah, well, not to brag, but in Canada, if you and a stranger are like waiting for a bus, you might make eye contact and say hello, have a nice day to them. You won't stand 10 feet away and both look at the same Swedish memes on your phone in the dead of winter. So, you know what? We've all got stuff going for us, I suppose. Not to brag, but in Canada, when you're over at your friend's house as a kid and his mom says dinner time, she sets out a plate for you with the same food that the rest of the family is eating instead of just leaving you alone in your friend's room while they eat dinner and you starve. Not to brag or anything. Do you have any responses? Yeah, nice passport, though. I'm not bragging. I'm not, just like you weren't bragging. I'm not bragging in exactly the same fashion, okay? We do that in Mexico, too? I mean, Sweden is one thing, but if I lived in Mexico and they made Mexican food for dinner and they said you just hang out in the room while the family eats, that's cause for alarm. Like, I don't mind missing out on some lutefisk, but if you're seriously making, like, some mole and not saving enough for your house guest, like, that's an issue. False. In Mexico, they will feed you. Let's go! No. Sweden, we're cool. We're cool. Wait, which one is the Scandinavian country that thinks they're better than everybody else? Is that Sweden or Norway? I know Finland's chill. All of them? Bro, Finland's chill. Come on. I've seen the memes. Of the 3 Scandinavian nations that used to make up the Kalmar Union. No offense to the Faroe Islands if I've excluded you. Which one is the chillest? Rank them from most chill to least chill. Finland, Sweden, Norway. Finland, Norway, Sweden. Finland, then Norway and Sweden. Denmark, Norway, Sweden. I thought Denmark was like the least chill. They are the least chill? What do you mean the least chill? I thought Denmark was the least... Countries are either chill or not chill, bro. It's just a vibe. If you don't know the vibe, that's not my fault. You have like vibe aesthesia or something. Like you can't tell the vibe. Is Canada chill? It used to be chill. I don't think it's that chill anymore. America, on the other hand, has obviously been not chill for like a while. But it's not like the least chill country in the world. I'm not sowing discontent amongst the Nords. I'm just asking questions, man. Like what's a chill European country? Good question. I feel like Spain and Portugal are fucking chill, bro. From the outside looking in, those are chill countries. Spain's not chill. Don't you have like a government mandated nap time on the workday? Like that's the chillest shit I've ever heard in my life. I'm not saying everything's okay in Spain, but like the government forces your boss to give you a nap time. Like that's fucking dope, man. It doesn't get any more chill than that. They literally have separatists. So does Canada. You can still catch my ass enjoying seeing Bonhomme at Carnival. Didn't Spain not have a government for a while? Bro, the whole earth didn't have a government for a while. It came for free with the fucking Stone Age. Like, are we being serious here? I don't understand what we're talking about. I got so mad I was going to turn off the stream. Then you said you were playing Balatro. We're so back. It's that push and pull that keeps the media engaging. How was Chib's game? He was doing pretty well. I did go all in with like 1 year's worth of channel points. And then I bet on him to win the run. Because the odds were well, I guess the odds were, the payout was more favorable to bet on him to win. And then 50% of the way through the run, which was his second run of all time, he realized he was 20 minutes late for a sponsored thing that he was supposed to do with 3 other streamers. So he just started clicking as fast as he possibly could and he lost. But that's the, you know, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. Can't really be too mad about it.
Oh, fuck. I should segment soon. Like, right now. I have to speedrun, bro. How long is a game? Yo, Alex, thank you for the 5 months. Is this the final round? I have a sponsor like 10 minutes ago. And I feel like an asshole because I made them move it forward. If I just run straights, I win. How do I make it go faster, dude? Hurry up! The straight gambit's not working anymore, bro! It's not making me rich! It's not doing it anymore, man!
Oh my god, look who's here.
My refrigerator was running.
You were gambling.
Why? No.
I saw you gambling. I looked over at your chat thinking, where's my good friend? And then I saw you gambling. I saw northernlion in that chat having a great time. Everybody's having a laugh.
Chat said one more game and they didn't tell me one more game was like 5 hours long.
Well,
now we're playing one more game and that game is played up.
Any plans for the long weekend? Even though Family Guy... Sorry. Freudian slip. Even though Family Day is still a relative... It's been around for like, I don't know, 10 years at this point. I always forget that we have a long weekend in February. It's true. Monday is a holiday. I will not be here. What are we going to do? I don't know. We're going to do family stuff. I still feel... there's probably 7 consecutive years of me talking about this bit. Family Day is like the most honest holiday on the calendar. And as the result of that, it catches the most heat from Americans. People are like, Family Day, what is that made up garbage? I'm like, bro, what is President's Day? What is freaking, like, I'm not, you know, you got to be careful which one you choose. But you really get a Veterans Day and the Memorial Day? Like, make it make sense, bro. Literally, it's just the calendar being like, hey, here's a day where you could be reminded to, like, spend time with each other. That's what holidays are for, man. I don't even get President's Day? That is crazy. I feel like every holiday, with like 2 exceptions, should just be like, this is a family day. Like the UK's kind of got it right. Not in the world of cuisine most of the time, but just being like, hey, 6 times a year, there's a day called bank holiday. Well, you didn't even attach like some 200-year-old dude's name to it or something? They're like, no, you get the day off. Do whatever you want. It's your life. Not sitting there, oh, President's Day. Thank you, George Washington and Abraham Lincoln. Thank you. On this midpoint between both of your birthdays, we celebrate both of you. The only 2 good presidents, even though they also did a lot of bad stuff. Or I don't know, or do you honor all the presidents? I don't know how it works. I'm sure we'll find some Family Day activities and get up to something. And don't forget the Joker. Me working on the Warner Brothers press tour for The Dark Knight. We got Batman, Commissioner Gordon, Two-Face, and don't forget the Joker! Hello, NL, from a fellow old head. I'm 25. You, no disrespect, this is actually very respectful. You are not an old head. That's quite young. 25 plus shouldn't be on the internet? Yo, man, fuck you. We invented the internet. I mean, it was actually like a 73-year-old man, I'm pretty sure, but like, man, fuck you. It's actually like, first off, everybody should be allowed on the internet as long as they're over the age of, I don't know, maybe like 15. The tweet that, if we're doing top 50 tweets in terms of cultural impact, one of the ones that's on the list without me even having to question if it's on the bubble is the one that's like, I should never be subjected to a 14-year-old's opinion on the internet. That is something, it's not even an anti-youth sentiment. It's just that sometimes on the internet, you get your cup of coffee, you log on, and you see the dumbest shit you've ever seen. You got to remind yourself, the person posting this could literally be in like the 9th grade right now. Like, it's unbecoming of me to get mad at it. You assume when you're scrolling through it that everybody else is like roughly in the same cohort as you, but they literally might be like, they might be 12 years old and from like another part of the world. And I'm like, bitch, why do you care about Spiderman so much? And they're like, I'm in the 7th grade. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Right, good point. Who cares about Spiderman this much to tweet about it 20 times a day? I'm on my spare right now. What is a spare? A spare is, in Canada, it's a period in high school when you don't have a class. Sometimes happens in the 11th and 12th grade. You have enough credits to graduate, none of the other classes interest you, so you just get like 70 minutes off. Work release? That might be the prison parlance. You just go hang out in the field. I'm gonna be that guy. I always went to the library. And then I mean, like, I know you're gonna be like, shut up. But even as a kid, it just made sense to me, bro. Go to the library, do your homework from your other classes while you're trapped in school anyway, then you got more time to chill out once you're at home. Like, it's 11:10 a.m. till lunchtime. I don't need a break. Lunchtime's a break, bro. I'll just do my homework. That way when I go home, I can play Halo 2. You have 6 hands? Me talking to Ant-Man. Me asking Ant-Man if he wants to join my basketball team. -2? Bro, like, maybe you don't know this. Maybe this joke was a little too cerebral for you. Insects have 6 legs. You could have said Spider-Man. No, the fuck I couldn't, bro. Spider-Man has 8 legs. Well, I don't know. He might just be chilling. He might have... I was gonna say he might have no legs, which is not true. Pretty sure I guess he's not really a Spider-Man, is he? He's got 8 limbs. He's got 2 legs, clearly, though. I mean, he doesn't even have fucking 6 arms to go with his 2 legs. He just spins a web any size and catches thieves just like flies, now that I think about it. Hey, NL, what's your least favorite part about the movies? We're not going to do that one, okay? Because, like, I put the clip on TikTok and it died. Then I put the clip on YouTube Shorts and it died. It got eviscerated. Nobody cared. I thought it would bang. It did not bang. Buy a Joker pack? Buy a new popcorn! You know what? Sorry, I gotta get this right because this could be a great TikTok clip. This is a little example in entertainment for you, okay? Hey, Anel, what's your number one pet peeve at the movie theater? Number one pet peeve at the movie theater. All right, when you walk up to the concession stand and you've been... Hey, Anel, what's your number one pet peeve at the movie theater? Great question. Number one pet peeve at the movie theater, when you walk up to the concession stand and you've been craving that salty, buttery, hot movie theater popcorn all day, the popcorn machine is going, it smells amazing, it looks amazing. Then you say, hey, I'll take a small popcorn, please. And then they get out a garbage bucket, because that's what a small is, but it's a pretty good value. It's only $41. And then they got like a bag of popcorn that they popped earlier that day, and they put the little shovel into that and start shoveling the old popcorn into the bucket. And you're like, what kind of sham operation are you running here, man? I wanted the fresh popcorn. Just ask for fresh popcorn. I have social anxiety. You wouldn't understand. And cut and loop and put that on the... That's a 72,000 view TikTok right there. What did you say it was? I said it was when you get lied to at the movie theater, when you get honey-dicked. They got the popcorn in the popcorn maker, bubbling up. It smells nice and salty. And then when you order popcorn, they have like a plastic garbage bag full of popcorn that they popped like at 2 a.m. that morning. And then they scoop that into a bucket for you. I've never experienced that. On big movie nights, it happens. Because I think they're like, we're going to have, like, everybody coming to see Madam Web tonight is going to want popcorn. So, like, start getting the popcorn. It's like the bear. They're in the back. 700 orders of popcorn, boss. Come on. I'm in the shit right now, Carney. I'm in the shit. Can you put the popcorn in the popcorn maker? We don't have, they're all making caramel corn right now. What if somebody orders nachos? Listen, you piece of shit, we'll deal with that problem when it comes, okay? We go fucking, you dumbass coming to Madam Web, gonna order nachos. They're gonna get popcorn, bro. Worst impression of the bear? Well, I've never seen it, so that tracks. I love that I said it wouldn't work. It doesn't bang. And then here we are trying to make it bang again. Maybe try the popcorn bit about Costco hot dogs. No disrespect. I feel like there's no meat on the bone there. This is exactly what we want. Because the Costco hot dogs come out like instantaneously. The only time I've ever had to wait more than like 60 seconds for food at Costco is if you order something that's not a hot dog. There's no meat on the hot dogs. They're a foot long and they're all beef. Please don't slander the corporation. You can slander the customers, although it's not slander because it's true. They do not know how to drive the carts. Full stop. But like, let's be honest, they're kind of heroes. They are selling a $1.50 hot dog. Even Librarian tweeted about it. They took their brother to Costco. Their brother looked at the sign and said, $1.50, huh? You don't see that much these days. And it's damn true. You see the guy that ate the Costco hot dog for a week straight? So I didn't, but I am willing to tell you that I think that anybody that would do that is a little bit insane. I'm not trying to cause problems for anybody. It just seems like one of those things where it's like, you don't have to be a genius to know that you would probably live. Well, you would definitely live eating just a Costco hot dogs for a week. Like, you know, mankind used to live on dirt and rocks and, you know, just ask Denmark. stale bread stew and stuff like that. Like, you can definitely survive. That doesn't make you like a genius. I'm just saying it is bad for you. Especially like the older you get, like the less, in my opinion, the less you should be doing that stuff. Because I'm like, when you're like 20, you're like, okay, like this is the time in your life to do it. But if you're like an established adult, it's funny content, don't get me wrong, but if you're doing it as a genuine like science experiment, that's problematic. He lost weight and said he felt great. Of course, like, you lose weight. I'm not saying hot dogs are good for you, but a foot-long hot dog is like 380 calories or something, but it feels like you swallowed a bottle of glue. It's an appetite suppressant. Can you get toppings on Costco hot dogs? Well, it depends what you mean by toppings. I'm going to assume you don't mean condiments. They used to have like onions, but they got rid of them during COVID. At least in a lot of places. You can still get them if you ask. I didn't know that. But honest, I would never ask the people working the Costco food court for anything. They're fucking busy, bro. Like, things are going crazy back there. They're always pissed off. I would be pissed off too. Like, last time I was in Costco, a lady was like talking to a customer service rep and she's like, I just wanted plain ice cream in a cup, but the machine doesn't let me get it in a cup. It only lets me get it in like a cone, or I can get it in a cup if it's a sundae, but I don't want the other stuff with the sundae. And I was like, lady, this shit is like $2.10. Like, I feel like there's like an unwritten rule that's like, what you see is what you get, okay? I'm not saying that like bad customer service should be accepted. I'm more saying like you should just kind of like read the room that like this shit is too cheap to complain. Can't you just get it in the cone and then like not eat the cone? Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't think they're getting too many orders wrong. 98% of people are getting hot dog and cup. At Costco, for me personally, sometimes I just raw dog it and I understand the parlance. But like, they have 10, it's just like a systems design issue. They have 10 kiosks where you can self-order your own food. And then they have 2 stations where you can add condiments. So you can see where the fucking critical path goes. Me personally, I like mustard on a hot dog. I'm not waiting, behind 6 people who are putting all 3 condiments on their hot dog, which is their right, just so I can get a little extra mustard on mine. I'll be done the hot dog by the time I would have gotten the mustard at the kiosk. Hi, honey. You're looking for mommy. Do you think it's possible? Is mommy like taking a nap? Here, come visit me. Hi.
I just want to play.
You want to play? Come sit with me for a minute.
What game are you playing?
This is a card game. It's called Ballatro. Can you say Ballatro?
Ballatro.
Yeah.
We're doing Ballatro, Dad.
What do you do in Ballatro?
Yeah.
It's like poker. So there's patterns of cards that you need to get. Like, you can play 2 9s, and that's called a pair. Or you could play 2 aces and 2 4s, and that's 2 pair, because you got 2 groups of 2. Or you could get 3 of a kind. You could get 3 of the same card. It's kind of like your memory game.
From what?
From My Singing Monsters. What have you and mommy done so far today?
Good.
You've been having fun?
But I want to play now.
You want to play? What do you want to play with?
Tea party.
Tea party?
And I'm going to set it up for you.
Oh, but Daddy can't do tea party right now.
Okay, I'm going to wait.
You think mommy in Daddy's bedroom? Is she taking a nap?
I don't know. I haven't seen her yet.
You saw her this morning, though.
And I don't know where she go now.
Okay.
Downstairs.
Oh, okay.
I thought she was in her office cleaning up.
That's what mommy does in daddy's office. Cleans up. That's, you know what? I can't be mad. That's pretty true. You are smart. How high can you count, honey? What's the biggest number you can count to? 10? No way. I heard you count higher than 10.
20.
Higher than 20? Yesterday, I think I heard you count to like 300.
No, I did count it to 30.
Just to 30? I mean, that's still a lot, though. That's pretty amazing.
I will say it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
Whoa! Good job, honey!
Yay!
Yay! I don't want to brag, but she can count even higher than that.
Can you do this?
Can I do, like, are you making a heart?
I'm making this.
Can I do this? I can do this. Yeah. Hey, thank you, librarian, for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you.
Who's librarian, Daddy?
That's someone who watches mommy and daddy when they're at work, and then they take the funniest moments and they make them into a video so that people can watch it. He completely destroyed his build. Bro, I was parenting. I lost my train of thought. I was fixated on nurturing the mind of a burgeoning child. You know you can pause the game, right? You know this shit is the honey that you lick before you fall into the pit of oblivion, right? This shit doesn't fucking matter. The family stuff, the friends stuff, that's the stuff that matters, man. Your high score in Ballotro is just the opium of the masses. You can't take it with you. I saw there was another YouTuber who tweeted, and they were like, check out these angry comments I got from a run where I won. I mean, if I lost, I could see it. But if even though I'm winning, look at these horrible comments about my intelligence. Counterpoint, or let me yes end you at the very least. Even if you lost the run, it doesn't excuse comments questioning your intelligence. It's a video game, brother. It's literally it's a posable action figure here. You know, it's a Skinner box. I think it's too much of a self-hating YouTuber trope to be like, hey, you shouldn't leave mean comments. I don't deserve them because I did well. It's like, you shouldn't leave mean comments because, I mean, first off, you got to read the room. One of them is, like, the most insane people of all time hold domain in the YouTube comments. No disrespect. If you're watching this and you're a commenter, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about all the other rabble in the comment section, okay? I'm talking about all the people that aren't as smart or intelligent or have as good points that just need to get out there as you do. I'm so normal guy. There was another one that was John Wolf tweeted. That was like he had to kill a dog in Baldur's Gate 3. And one of the top comments was like, I just get the vibe from this video that John Wolf is not good with animals in real life. And there's like, you gotta understand, I don't want to write it in text because then that just makes it like a conduit for more insanity. But the people leaving these comments like know that they're mentally ill, right? Like the dude is a new father and you're indicating like, I just think he's a bad person because he killed a digital dog that bit him in a video game. Like, you gotta look in the mirror a little bit. That's crazy, bro. So that's my thoughts. There's nothing stopping YouTube comments from being better, except I think the fact that they, depending on who you watch, they suck so bad that people who have good things to say don't want to leave their comment there. Twitch is mostly okay. TikTok is goated, which is blowing my mind. Like, I would say here's the way, like, shit kind of rolls downhill. YouTube is kind of, I don't know what they're doing on YouTube. Like, people are still, it's, when I was 23 years old, I was like, I deserve this for making a mistake in a video game. Hey, Jagonma, thanks for the gifted subscriptions, by the way. Thank you. When I was 23, if I made a mistake in The Binding of Isaac, I was like, I deserve this. You should be mad at me. Now that I'm 35 and I'm like, you've really been watching videos for 10 years and you're like, I can't believe that he's still making these stupid mistakes. Brother, we're the Batman and the Joker. We're locked in a fucking cosmic orbit with one another where we're both just wasting our one precious life on Earth, making each other mad. Like, what are we doing? Is this really, if we sat down and really hashed it out, is this how we'd want to spend our time? And then Twitch is mostly like, because it's real time, I have too much power, which is great. Because people aren't generally like rude that much. Sometimes they make a joke and it's not funny enough to compensate for how rude it comes across. And then they get banned or timed out. And 10 minutes later, I get an on-ban request that's like, my life is a disaster. And I'm like, you didn't need to type all that on-banned. You're good to go. But then TikTok is all comments that are like CEO of introspection. And I'm like, that's more along the lines of what I'm looking for. And then TikTok sends me a notification and it's like, hey, we turned DMs on for everyone. And I'm like, are you fucking crazy? I've turned that off like 20 times. I don't want anyone to message me on TikTok and say like, how's it going? This is simply a drive-by posting app, man. You gotta read the room here. I'm not making any friends on TikTok. I'm 35 years old. I've been watching your old Gungeon playlist. You said you didn't know how butter was made and you didn't know what lard was. Have you evolved? Congratulations. As far as I know, you are my first ex-Amish viewer. Welcome. It's pretty amazing that you found Twitch like relatively quickly. Because I've seen those videos of Amish people leaving Amish society, and it always starts with like Alan Jackson music videos on YouTube and like photos of farm animals. So you've really come, like you've got yourself right into the zeitgeist of internet culture super fast. Fucking Jedediah ass. It's really Fire Strays at a Guy Day, isn't it? His fucking Obadiah ass asked me if I evolved. Because sometimes I forget whether butter is made from animal fat or milk. Even now, I'm like, it's animal fat, right? Right? No, it's milk. Wait, butter's vegetarian? No, no, wait, yeah, butter's vegetarian. But it's not vegan. That's correct? You're thinking of soap. I know lard. Lard is pig fat because lard tastes good. I mean, so does butter, but milk doesn't. So that's why it's confusing. It's shaken milk. That's crazy. All the fucking front-end developers are like, he doesn't know how butter's made? You fucking LARPing ass. You don't own a farm in Iowa. Just relax. Go back to your mean stack. Okay? Go back to changing the square button to have curved borders, and then it's Friday. Take a 3-hour-long lunch. That's a sponsored happy hour. Leave me alone. Fucking go throw a koosh ball at a icebreaker Target that says, like, tell what your favorite summer vacation was when you were a kid. We're doing some abstracted shit here, okay? No need. We got the 4-day work week. I love that for you. The person at McDonald's forgot my McDouble. How do I rectify this wrong? Okay, Carvana, I have to ask you something. Did you order McDonald's via a delivery app, or are you at the establishment right now? Because if you ordered it on the app, you're cooked, but that's kind of like the price you pay. The best you could hope for is a refund for the McDouble. If you are in the store, I think you can literally just lie to McDonald's and they'll give you food. I don't know if that's just a Vancouver thing. I think like if you ordered something, like if you didn't just walk in and pull this gambit, but if you ordered something, you can just walk up to the counter and be like, hey, my order didn't come with the McDouble I ordered. Then they will just give you one to make you go away. If they call your bluff, you're fine because you got the receipt or you got the digital receipt or the receipt, right? The only reason you should be nervous about it is if you're stealing, but I still think it'll work. Through the app though, that's on me. No. I'm being real with you. I think you can still make it. Can people hear you outside? I try not to think about it. It was kind of goated. Like we thought our neighbors were just committing fraud. They bought their house, moved in for like a day, and then left for 7 months. But now they've like moved in for real. And now I'm sure that they hear me all the time because I am shouting nonstop. Also, I'm fucking like worried. Not worried, but for the entire 7 months that they were gone, I would say like 10% of the Amazon packages we've got just got delivered to their house instead. Just because I guess like, I mean, the Amazon drivers are busy and like, just to be honest with you, why would they care? Like you're going to sort it out. So like at least once every 2 weeks for the last 7 months while they've been not here, either myself or Kate has gone up to their front step and grabbed a cardboard box and then walked it back to our place. So that, I mean, what else are you going to do? But I realized that they have a doorbell camera, so they've probably got like weeks and weeks of footage of us grabbing stuff off their front porch and walking it back into our place. So I hope that they know like none of their packages have been stolen because they didn't order them. But maybe if they watched it, their initial assumption was like, what the hell? We've got to be careful with our packages. Just go talk to them. Hey, welcome back, guys. Just so you know, if you saw me on the doorbell cam taking a bunch of cardboard boxes, that was stuff that we ordered that was delivered to your house by accident. I don't know. It seems like a little more sus that way. I'll wait for them to talk to me. That being said, one time when they weren't here, I definitely did use their garbage bins. Because we had too much garbage. Let's just toss this one out there. To fit in our garbage bins. So I took their garbage bins and put more garbage in it and then put it out and then brought it back in for them too. They also have a camera on their garage, like where the cans are. So I think they definitely saw that one, would be my guess. Would you be upset if the roles were reversed? I wouldn't. If we weren't at home and I saw our neighbors take our garbage bins and use them and then put them back in the spot where they took them from, I wouldn't be mad, but Kate would be mad if I had to guess. Because for me, it's like, and I'm not suggesting that one of these is right and one of these is wrong. I'm very much a practical Andy. Like, I'm like, maybe in a bad faith way, they shouldn't have done it, but it doesn't actually affect us at all, and it probably helped them out. But she's more of a principle Andy, which is like, those are our garbage bins. They shouldn't have been using them. And I think, you know, there's some validity to both, depending on the situation. One discard left. I would say I accept it. I'm a simple kind of man. Leonard Skinner voice. I used the wrong card. My intention was to make the two queens into kings, but I forgot how to read. Whoopsie. I hate Simple Man. Coco the Gorilla using sign language to try to get her researcher fired. Me hate Simple Man. Coco Birkin, you know what I'm saying? He's losing it. I remember the problem with the Coco stuff is that people started to take it too far. When I learned in high school, or middle school maybe, about Coco, a gorilla that learns sign language, I was like, that is inspiring. Then I remember seeing like a post on Facebook or something that was like, this is so true. We have abandoned our purpose on Earth. This story exemplifies it. And it was about Coco's, like, she went on like a fucking filibuster and she was like, why Why does person hurt person? Why people not love person? Why person war? Why person food not? And I was like, this shit is not real, bro. I refuse to believe that the sign language gorilla in captivity is like out here stunting for Coney 2012. And then I Googled it and it was like the whole thing was fake. She was just asking for bananas. Would you vote for Coco if she ran for president? No, I don't live in America. We have a prime minister. It's different in some way. Listen, I don't live in America, so save your I can't comments. In the United States, like let's say you live in just a random mid-state like Ohio, when you cast your ballot, you're really, like it's gonna be, in all likelihood, Trump or Biden or like third party, like Robert Kennedy, and then like other, and then like right, like really? We don't have that. We have, like, you vote for a local candidate who's a member of a political party, and the party that gets the most seats, which is basically like kind of our version of the electoral college, they have a leader within them that then becomes the prime minister. But what's crazy is I am definitely not flexing like our system is better, because everybody here is just voting for the prime minister. I know you're like, not me, but like, come on. Like it's... I mean, you might, maybe you're 74 years old and you're like, I'll vote for whoever's gonna do the best for Rankin Inlet or whatever. That's fine. You're still under the impression that the local MPs have any individual power. I've been disabused of that notion. I would love to be proven incorrect, but the prime minister has a lot of power. They got a lot of power to promise things and then decide out of nowhere that that thing that they promised, that was one of the main reasons people voted for them in the first place. Actually, we did an exploratory committee and people said they didn't want it anymore. Really? Because I thought that's what the votes were for, is that I was like, maybe we can get this first past the post electoral system out of here and get proportional representation instead. That was kind of like one of the big ones. But apparently, once you actually looked into it, you decided, oh, people aren't that interested in it. Motherfucker! NL, you're scaring the hoes. Maybe the hoes have something to be scared about. Oh, I'm gonna lose. Why didn't you tell me I'm gonna lose? Ballot Joker? What is this? The presidential election in 2024? Can I say, by the way, listen, we don't get too political on this stream. I have sympathy for Joe Biden when he gave that press conference that was like, I'm actually not that old. I'm pretty virile. And then someone said, sir, how do you respond to the accusations that your memory is getting worse? And he said, my memory's so bad, I keep letting you ask questions.
I don't need his recommendation. It's totally
How bad is your memory, and can you continue as president?
My memory is so bad, I let you speak.
I think that it's a gaffe, but I've been there, man. I'm not 84, and I've been there. Sometimes you get mad, and you're trying to cook someone, and in your head, you're like, if this lands, they're cooked, but it doesn't land right, and people are like, ooh, that's not good. It happens all the time, man. I respect him for going for it. It is me and Joke both. What was the gaffe? Well, he didn't really like, you know, the verbiage. It didn't come out like you know, like a rapier or something like that. Like it wasn't elegant. It was like, it was a little clumsy. It was like he was hitting them with like a club or a vacuum cleaner or something like that. But he's like, he had the broken short sword from the start of Dark Souls instead of the Zweihander from the graveyard. Maybe say scimitar instead. We're canceling the sword because you know what it means, but someone else might not. We don't do that here, okay? We're all adults here. We're canceling the murder weapon because it sounds like it's one letter away from a crime. Grow up, all right? All right, say hi to chat.
Hi.
What should we play?
people game.
People game?
I'm gonna play people game.
What's a good people game?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You do the people game, Daddy.
Choose a people game.
Google. Who is Google, Daddy?
How did you know I was on Google?
Daddy, who is Google?
Who is Google?
Who is Google?
Who is Google?
Google.
Google is a website that lets you search for things.
My mommy Google doesn't work.
Mommy's Google doesn't work?
Nah.
That was last week. Mommy's Google works now. This content will not make it to YouTube because I don't want to have to abide by the anti-child labor laws of technically having my daughter on stream. I'm gonna have to issue her a W8 Ben or something like that. I don't even know. I guess we're both Canadian. I guess just give her like a T4 or something like that. But okay, here. This is the most common flags, honey. Do you know this country?
Canada.
Canada. That's right. What about this country?
USA.
USA. Oh, you know this one.
Japan.
Who lives in Japan?
I don't know who lives in Japan.
Normally she says Pikachu.
Pikachu.
Okay, this one's pretty hard. Do you know this one?
No.
This one's Australia.
Australia.
Okay, here. Come sit. We'll try this one.
You in it.
Well, show me. Okay, name some planets.
You in it.
You got it? Earth, that's a good one.
Saturn.
Saturn, what's special about Saturn?
It has a ring on it.
It has rings on it.
Jupiter.
Jupiter, what's special about Jupiter?
A blue.
It's not blue. It's kind of red and orange, but it's the biggest planet in our solar system. Here, look, which one comes right after Earth? You know this one.
Jupiter, Saturn, Earth, and Mars.
What was that last one?
Jupiter, Saturn, Earth.
Mars.
Yeah.
There you go. You got 5 of the planets. Great job, honey.
Funny.
I mean, let's be honest. Mercury's kind of forgettable. I personally, I get 7 out of 8 on this one.
Funny.
What else do you know what? This is great. It's like Sporcle Daycare. Okay, honey, I got a great one for you here. It's a quiz full of cute animals.
Oh, so cute. What that baby on the queen?
There's so many Oh, there is a baby on the screen.
What a baby.
Okay, what about this?
Cow.
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 Do you know what this is?
Cow.
Camel. How about this?
Panda bear.
Panda bear. How about, do you know this guy?
Bull.
It does look like a bull. This is called a buffalo. Do you remember this guy? We used to see him at the aquarium.
Who is it?
That's a ferret. You know this guy. He kind of looks like Tomo. Koala. How about this tall one? A giraffe. Okay, please don't walk around in daddy's shoes because they're not for walking, they're for biking. They got clips on the bottom of them. Also, they're a size men's 12 and you're like a size baby 4. So they're not the right size. I need your help. Okay, who's this?
It kind of looks like a dog.
I think you're absolutely right. That's a dog.
Dog.
And what's next to the dog?
Dog.
Hippo.
It looks like it's gonna eat dog.
It does look like it's gonna eat the dog. What about this guy?
Gorilla.
Gorilla. Do you know this?
Piglet.
Piglet. And this? Fox.
And then I said fuck.
This one?
What is that?
What is it? You tell me.
Whale.
Yeah. The white bear? What's the white bear?
I don't know. Poor bear.
Polar bear. Good job.
Poor.
How about the striped horse?
Zebra.
Zebra. Is this boring?
No.
What about next to the zebra then?
Cute. A beaver.
It is a beaver. Wow. And under the beaver?
Elephant.
It's the smallest elephant I've ever seen. And this guy?
Piglet.
Next to the piglet.
A lion.
Lion. How about this?
Cheetah.
Cheetah. Who's under the tiger?
I don't know.
You don't know this guy?
Deer.
Deer. Dude, you did so well. Look at this. You got 25 animals right.
What is that big one?
This one? This is an orangutan. Orangutan is easy to remember because it has daddy's hair. It doesn't grow much hair on top of its head, and it grows a lot of hair on the bottom of its head.
It looks like that it said orange.
Yeah, it does look like orange, doesn't it? I think that's where orang comes from.
Orange?
Yeah, from orange.
From my
Can you read? Are we having like a moment right now? How did you know that it looks like it says orange?
It said oh.
Okay, you're freaking me out. What does this say?
Moose.
What? Here. I know it's a lot of pressure. What does this say? This word right here.
I don't know.
Take a look.
Oh, okay. S.
How do you say it?
Book.
What?
Yeah. The book.
That's books. What?
A 100 book.
It does say 100 books. What about this word right here?
Read.
Oh my God. You can read. How long have you been able to read? You're kind of
100 books that you can read.
okay. She's kind of freaking me out. Hey, Rex Mechanica, thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Let me find another one for you, okay? What about this one right here?
What?
Sound it out.
W-O-R-B.
That's not B.
D.
D.
W-O-R-D.
How do you say it?
What?
Close. That's a word.
What?
Oh, thank you everybody for the gifted subscriptions. You just played into my trap. Here comes my 2 billion view TikTok. My daughter learns how to read live on Twitch, but actually we have known that she could read for 6 months. I'm making it up. This is kind of blowing my mind. We've been rehearsing this bit since November. How about this word right here?
T-E-N.
And we say,
10.
oh my gosh, that's exactly right.
10.
Can I give you a hard one?
What?
What about this one right here?
Pizza.
It's pretty close, but sound it out. Say the letters and then sound it out.
I-C-T-U-I-E.
And how do we say it? It's not pizza.
Pizza.
It's
What? What?
okay. Maybe we've gone too far today. Is your brain overheating? Should we play Super Auto Pets, honey?
I don't know.
You don't know what that is? Don't you see Daddy playing it sometimes when I'm supposed to be helping you do your homework?
No.
That's right. That's absolutely right. Just like we practiced. We. Honey, why are you not at daycare today?
Because there was no daycare today.
What? There's daycare today.
No, and mommy does want me to go to daycare.
Well, why don't we tell the whole story, okay? My daughter has been waking Daddy up at nighttime for like 3 days, right? Daddy will fall asleep and then I'll wake up and my daughter will be right next to my face and say, Daddy, come tuck me in. And I'm like, I did tuck you in 2 hours ago. Daddy, turn on the Yodo player. So last night when Daddy put you to bed, he made sure to say, we have to have a good night's sleep tonight, okay? Because it's been a while since we had a good night's sleep. And then what happened? You did not have a good night's sleep.
And I was sick.
You were so tired, you even threw up a bunch. And then Mommy and Daddy were saying, don't worry, if you just go to sleep, you'll wake up and you'll feel a lot better. Then at around 7:30 a.m., you went to sleep and you woke up. And when it was too late to take you to daycare, you said, Mommy and Daddy, I feel good. It is funny. You know, that's a word you could use to describe it. That is a word you could use to describe it. I can't deny that. I know humor when I see it. Okay, don't mess with Daddy's shoe, okay? That's the last tether that Daddy has to sanity, all right? Daddy didn't get to do a 90-minute scenic ride through Lake Constance, Germany today with his Amazon Music playlist running. So he's kind of losing his mind.
It's morning.
It's morning again.
What are these on top of that?
They got a... What is that? What does it look like?
I don't know.
Is it a golden poop?
Yeah.
I think they got a golden poop on top of their heads.
Yeah, we won.
We won again!
The golden poop lost.
Golden poop lost. One thing you should know about Daddy is he's the best player in the world at this game. What's so funny?
Funny.
I'm not joking. That's the truth.
What is funny?
You don't think your daddy's good at this game?
Yes, but what is funny?
Oh, it's still funny?
What is funny?
It's still nighttime. We got to be careful on this one. What should we have for lunch today, honey?
We won, Daddy.
You had lunch? Oh, we won? I know, my team is so good, right?
We won.
Oh, thank you.
That's because that's you won.
Because I won, I got a little kiss? That's so nice. Do you remember last night in the bath, you were making Daddy some soup? And what did you put in the soup?
A trombone.
You did put a trombone in the soup. You would make me a little cup of soup, and then you say, I'm putting a trombone in it. And then I'd eat it, and I'd go,
That's where I remember the whoopee cushion.
And you were talking a lot about whoopee cushions yesterday.
A whoopee cushion.
You were talking a lot about whoopee cushions.
What is that plant have a face and
This guy? Oh, this plant? That's a happy tree. A hemomancer. You know hemomancer?
a human?
A hemomancer. A hemomancer.
What is a human?
It's a vampire. When Reading 2 comes out, you think it'll be pay to win? I mean, have you looked at the state of things lately? I really don't mean to be... I'm not a doomer. I don't think that the world is going to... Like, human society is going to cease to exist. Do I think that in some ways the world is getting worse at all times? Yeah, in some ways it's getting worse and in some ways it's getting better. But I would say part of my worldview is that mainstream gaming will probably get worse and exclusively more profit-driven over time. So, you know, like I was there when Horse Armor came out, and I said, fuck you, I'm not paying $5 for Horse Armor. And then we kind of held the line for like 5 years or something like that. And then people started buying Horse Armor. And then we reached a point where people were like, hey, I might as well get the Horse Armor. It's only $5. And we're kind of in this weird era with loot boxes right now, where I really thought we were holding the line on loot boxes. The King of Belgium said, we don't allow that shit in our country. And I was like, yes, the tide has started. But now it's like, I feel like it was just Belgium. And then it's become so normalized through EA Ultimate Teams and, gotcha games and stuff like that, that we're reaching the point where people are no longer like, I'm not going to play that. It's pay to win. People are now like, of course it's pay to win. It's a gotcha game. What do you expect? And pretty soon, I think people, is it insane to think that in 10 years, people will be like, yes, it's pay to win. All I have to do is put my money into the game and I'll succeed. Like, it's just, it feels like, that the start of the snake is like the pill's hard to swallow. And then, like, while you're swallowing it, you're like, I guess I don't have a choice. But by the time it reaches the ass, you're like, yes! Hang on, let me get a verification can. But at the same time, the idea that it's just like you're only moving in one direction and it's bad is not really true. Because you're moving in like lots of different directions simultaneously. Like Balatro comes out on Tuesday. That's pretty sick. Can I say something about the gaming industry? Again, I don't work in AAA. And I also don't play that many AAA games. So I think it's nice that I can say this because I'm not alienating my customer base or my clients. But like, it's easier to make games than it's ever been before. Why do the teams keep growing in size and making the games take longer to make? Why are they digesting the ease of making the product in such a way that it leads to them being like more bloated? Because expectations are higher? Not me personally, maybe the gamers at large, but I don't feel like my expectations are higher. My expectations are like, could you just make a game like as good as you made it in 2001? And they're like, no, we can't, because we got 35 people on the monetization team that are all trying to figure out how to, if you buy the battle pass, the loading screens are cut in duration by 25%. And you're like, well, I'm spending $10, but on the bright side, I'm saving 10 minutes. Like, it's Arrowhead's doing good stuff. I did see that they were like, people were asking them to add PvP, and they said, no, we want everyone to be friends. And I was like, good. Just they made a great game. Let them cook. Are you saying you want shorter games with worse graphics made by people who are paid more to work less, and you're not kidding? Yes, because I want to be on the right side of history. But also, I just want, like, I feel like I just want them to be smaller. It's great if they're paid more and they work less. I think those would be like natural extensions of this. I know people don't like this take. You can make the game look a little shitty, right? Make it look like it came out on the PS3. Please don't. You could just do it, man. Balatro could have come out on Windows 95. Stardew Valley could have come out on the freaking Amiga. I'm doing the thing that I hate that people do, which is they take like the outlier example and act like you can just extrapolate it to the norm. Why doesn't everybody just make a game as popular as Stardew Valley? I got Stardew Valley in a Steam sale for 99 cents, and you want me to pay $5 for your game? Anyway, I would settle for if they just removed crafting from every game that doesn't need it. Just remove the crafting, man. We're at that point, right? Like, nobody's playing a AAA game and they're like, holy shit, bro, it's got crafting. Let's go, man, let's go. if I get 17 more sprigs of white oleander, I can put a fucking notched hilt on my Zweihander that gives me plus 7% damage against undead foes. Like, there should be more games where it's just fun to interface with, like, I hate to be this guy, but Dark Souls is the greatest game ever made. You know how many mechanics there are in Dark Souls? I've played the game through 17 times, and I don't even know what 98% of the items are, because every single one is like, Bob's beard oil. Thousands of years ago in Lower Undeadburg was a large man named Bob with a big bushy beard. And then you look at the click, XX, like I don't even know what button to press to get the description up. And then it's like, imbues your sword with whimsy. And you're like, all right, fuck it, bro. You got a healing potion, you got a sword, you got a shield, send it. I'm gonna fight God. Like they really broke the mold on that one, man. I feel like at least 80% of, especially AAA games I play, they introduce the core mechanic, and I'm like, this shit is boring. And then they introduce 100 mechanics surrounding it that are like even worse. And I'm like, oh, I can't even do the least bad mechanic. I have to go back to town first and do the 8th best mechanic. Unfortunately, you're out of gold. You can't sleep at the inn to get your health back. First, you've got to get some gold by, well, you can find loot you can click on loot in the dungeon, take a backpack full of leather caps back to the ware seller, and then sell the hats to them, and then use the gold to sleep at the inn so you can play the fun part of the game again. We got it all backwards, man. That's why Ballatro's cooking, man. They just give you the cards. If it comes out and it's trash, I'm leaving the industry. Local Thunk, are you here? No pressure. Oh, man. Not what you want to hear 3 days before your game comes out. I don't know. Did we lose the... Yeah, we lost that last one. You didn't even have to ask. They should add paid booster packs. Actually true, though. Local Thunk has an obligation to add paid booster packs in order to boost shareholder value. I do need to add, though, I'm not trying to become the champion. Just lose this run, okay? I'm not trying to become the champion of the gamers. I'm just one man. Because I feel like I would love a live service game if it was actually good instead of bad. Like if Super Auto Pets has done a great job. I mean, this is like a game we found on Steam and it's still relevant 3 years later, which is crazy. And they're still making new content, which is like insane to me. But like something like this, where it was like, I don't mind paying $5 once a month to gain access to like a paid and a free battle pass. And then there's like new things that you unlock throughout. And then, because I feel like the battle pass stuff that keeps you motivated to play the game is in principle like actually a good idea. It just gets weaponized to be like, hey, do a bunch of like boring shit that you actually don't like doing instead of like stay interested in playing the game. Like it's artificially like, oh, I have to hit 10 trees with my axe today in order to get like a new avatar or something. I love the idea of like, it's almost like treating the game like I'd rather pay $15 for it and have everything forever, but I don't mind the idea of like, content comes out at regular intervals and you pay like a subscription fee essentially to access it as long as you want. But like, I don't know. You got to make the game good in the first place, which SAP has done, but honestly, just kill me. We're going to lose this one. This one is going down. All right, then we can focus on the next one. Yeah, the next one. Imagine if you could craft jokers in Balatro, though. Dude! Local Thunk, are you here? Would you like to hire me as an independent consultant? I just came up with an amazing idea. The orange clementines. Imagine if when you know how right now it gives you like a useful resource when you still have hands left over when you beat a blind? What if instead of giving you a useful resource, it gave you a useless resource? Let's call it card dust. Every time you had leftover hands, it gave you a certain amount of card dust. And by using the card dust, you can, maybe like 50 card dust allows you to craft a random common joker. And then you could take 2 common jokers and you could turn them into a random uncommon joker. You can't make a rare joker though. A rare joker requires a golden poker chip, which can only, they give you 1 for free to teach you the mechanic, but the rest of them are $4.99 in the Steam store. You need a golden rare poker chip and 2 uncommon jokers to craft a new rare. What do you think about this idea? Hire this man. Yes, they force you to use the free one in the tutorial. What do you think this is? A charity case? Also, I don't even blame the gamers for the position we're in. People always say, like, vote with your wallet. But isn't that what they've been doing? Isn't that why, like, every game that's come out in the past, like, 3 years has been immediately declared, like, a commercial flop? I think they are voting with their wallets, like, for the most part. But then the companies are like, here. You know that game that had all this shit that you didn't like? We ripped it out of that game and put it in a franchise that you really identify with. You still holding strong? And I'm like, yeah. But a lot of people are like, all right, you got me with that one. Why no PUBG with Apollo and Justin? I don't think my PC can handle it. Like, that came out in 2017, but that's like a 2 wrongs don't make a right situation. I don't know what I'm doing, and Bluehole doesn't know what they're doing. If I knew what I was doing, I'm sure I could make it work well. And if they knew what they were doing, I'm sure it would run okay. Also, it's hard for me to play PUBG with Justin and Apollo. I need someone else who's not that good at the game. Because if it's just me, Justin, and Apollo, I know that, like, I'm like the little brother. Like, I'm just there to, like, they're like, okay, fine, come on. And then after I sign off, they're like, okay, now we can really focus. I need, like, one other person who's kind of ass at the game, so it's like we're destined to have fun instead of I'm just holding them back. But I know, I also, as much as I would love to play more PUBG, I learned my lesson. You know, I've brought PUBG back like 10 times, and it just never hits the same. It was magical for a period of time, and that time has passed, and it's impossible to recapture. Although super people came close until we got nuked out of the airplane. Can't always go back. It's the same thing. Like, I gotta be the change I want to see in the world. And people are like, hey, you know what your best content ever is? Fallout New Vegas. You ever thought about just running Fallout New Vegas Let's Plays Monday to Friday? You can't. It's the reason it's special is the same reason you can't go back, you know? If you could just summon it at will, it wouldn't be special. It would just be, it would be pedestrian. Yeah, but you didn't answer the question. Didn't I? Didn't I, Lisa? Are there people who play, like, nude modded New Vegas? I gotta know, bro. That's me? Yeah, me, yeah. There's millions of people. I'm going to stop you right there. No, there aren't. There's probably a few thousand if I had to guess. But don't, you're still weird. And that's fine. It's good to be weird. But you're not like, you know, when you go out in public, you should not be thinking like, oh, everybody here is playing nude Skyrim mod. Because that is simply not, that's not realistic. Okay, take some more mana. Give me more. I know you're like, why not just combine them? Bro, I want them both. Do you understand me? I want them both. I want a level 2 sea lion. I want a level 1 sea lion. I saw a broken scooter. I bought a broken scooter. What does he say? Keyboard? I saw a broken keyboard. I bought a broken keyboard. So I'm going to pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. Macklemore post 2021 inflation. Be like, I'm going to pop some tags. Only got $23 in my pocket. Oh, man. By the way, can I tell you my certified Northern Lion win of the week? I was at the grocery store on Sunday. It was like a sign from above. They played Peg by Steely Dan. I've never heard it. If I ever have heard a Steely Dan song in the grocery store, 1,000%, it would be Reelin' in the Years. That's the only one. They were playing track 4 off of Asia, which I know was a single, but at the same time, I'm not saying you have to be a big Steely head to be into Peg, but like to play it at the grocery store, I was like, I see your game, Daryl. And then I was like, you know what? I'm buying an extra half dozen bagels. You earned it. Who's Daryl? You don't know Daryl's score and win at Save On Foods? I wouldn't admit that, honestly. It's kind of embarrassing. Our Save On Foods always has well past expired food on the shelves, and I'm not talking a day past yogurt, more like 2 weeks past cheese. Listen, you know that I hate Save On Foods as much as the next guy. I will say, I've never seen that in a Save On Foods. But also, I'm scared to say this. I don't check the expiry date of any food that I buy in the grocery store. I just put it in my cart. Come here. Come here. Daddy just started this one, so we'll play it together, okay? Watch this. This guy's gonna level up, okay? Watch this. Ready? He's gonna become a super bird. Wow.
A super.
A super bird. Should I buy bunny or horse?
Which one do you think?
You tell me. It doesn't matter.
Oh, you tell me.
They're both not very good. It doesn't really matter. Which one's cuter?
That's not bunny.
You want bunny?
This is not a horse.
Oh, that's called a Pegasus. It's a winged horse.
No, it's not. It's called a unicorn.
Well, but I got a question for you. If it's a unicorn, where's its horn?
It's gone.
You know what? Maybe it's covered up by the pair of pants on his head. Why are they wearing their pants on the head?
It's probably on your way.
You're supposed to wear it on your legs. She's absolutely right.
Not on your head.
Not on your head, silly. What are you doing with your pants on your head?
That's backwards.
You're looking like a fool with your pants on your head.
It looks like boots on your head.
It does look like boots, actually. Wow, we won.
Oh.
I can't believe it. Watch this. Super Mermal.
Super Momo.
You gotta go camel. Camel's too good. They got a couple of strong units on their team. We're in trouble. No, we're gonna lose this one. Okay, good game, good game.
Good game.
Good game. We always say good game. Even when we lose, we say good game.
Good game. Good game to play.
Yeah, because we're just being nice. We say good game.
Good game.
Because it's all about having fun, right? Who cares if we lost?
Who cares? Didn't know in Toy Story they say that?
In Toy Story, they say what?
In Toy Story they say that.
They say good game?
No, they say who cares?
They say who cares in Toy Story 3?
Yes.
Who says that?
I don't know.
Is it Buzz Lightyear when he starts speaking Spanish?
No. He said amigo.
He does say amigo. He says hola, amigos.
For the test, you want to say amigo and hola and not all the time.
I think he says a lot of Spanish words.
And then he got back to normal by himself.
Yeah. Then they flip his switch back to English.
Yeah.
He knows more Spanish than I do, though.
You just go over the
We're gonna win! Good game, good game.
Good game, good game. We won.
Okay, we don't have to say we won. We don't want to make them feel bad, right? But we did win, because we're the best.
And no. Yeah, we will change you.
What?
Don't wanna move my pinky.
You're gonna move your pinky?
No, your pinky.
You're gonna move my. That's not my pinky. That's my thumb.
It's funny.
That's my thumb.
No, that's a pinky. No.
What is it?
Daddy.
Yes.
Yeah, my finger with your thumb. What if we that cute guy?
I froze that cute guy because we're gonna buy him on the next round. We're on the left side. Yeah, we're on the left side. Wow, their team is pretty good. But my team's a little bit better. Good game, good game.
We won.
We won, good game. Here, we gotta focus on this one. This one might be tough. Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
We won without that.
Good game, good game.
We won.
Good game, we won. All right. I don't know if, is mommy gonna work today?
She is gonna work.
Okay. So she's live already. Okay.
And now I'm opening stuff.
Should we go eat some lunch together?
Yes, let's just pack a potato and eat it.
Okay. Well, I will send our chat over to mommy's stream. And then we'll go eat some lunch together, okay? All right, have a good weekend, everybody. I won't be here on Monday. Monday is a day off in Canada, or at least in British Columbia. I will see you on Tuesday. Have a good weekend, long or otherwise. Later.
Everyone's like, she can read. She can read. She can read. She can read. She was so cute on stream today. What'd she do? Now you can read.
Yeah, it does look like orange, doesn't it? I think that's where orang comes from.
What?
Yeah, from orange.
From my
Can you read? Are we having like a moment right now? How did you know that it looks like it says orange?
Oh.
Okay, you're freaking me out.
Hold on. Where's the... Oh,
Touch the
she's
microphone,
really
you
good
gotta
at
go
space.
King Kong.
King Kong.
Okay, here, come sit. We'll try this one.
She studies planets for
Well,
some
show
reason
me.
by herself.
Okay,
I think she's
name
just
some
interested in
planets.
space.
What are some other planets?
Look at
Jupiter. What's special about Jupiter?
Chet.
It's not blue. Mars.
By
There you
the
go.
way,
You
wait,
got 5 of the
pause it 1
planets.
second. By the way, you guys might think I teach her this at home or Ryan teaches this solar system at home. We don't. She naturally is interested in solar system, and she just studies by herself by watching YouTube Kids.
I know it's a lot of pressure. What does this say? This word right here.
I don't.
Take a look.
Oh, okay. S.
How do you say it?
Book.
What?
The book.
That's books. What?
Oh, 100 book.
It does say 100 books. What about this word right here?
Read.
Oh my God. You can read. How long have you been able to read?
W-O-R-D.
How do you say it?
What?
Wow, that's pretty good.
That's a word. Oh, thank you.
That's
everybody,
pretty
for the gifted
good.
Subscriptions.
What?
You just played into my trap.
What?
Here
That's
comes
pretty
my
good.
2 billion view TikTok. My daughter learns how to read live on Twitch, but actually we have known that she could read for 6 months. I'm making it up. This is kind of blowing my mind.
I think it's hard for her to pronounce R.
We've been rehearsing this bit since November. How about this word right here?
T-E-N.
And we say,
Ten.
oh my
Wow.
gosh, that's exactly right.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Can I give you
What
a
the
hard one?
heck is happening?
What about this one right here?
I did not teach her this.
It's pretty close, but sound it out. Say the letters and then sound it out.
I-C-T-U-I-E.
And how do we say it? It's not pizza.
P.
Oh, I think she's
It's-
trying to say a pizza, like picture, like pizza. Like no, she's
Okay,
not saying like
maybe we've
pizza.
gone too
I
far
think
today.
she's saying like
Is your brain
picture.
overheating?
I feel like I heard her saying like picture,
Good job, honey. That's amazing.
not like pizza. That's crazy because I did not teach her
Okay.
how to read, or
I'm
I don't
amazed
think
at how well
Ryan.
you could read, honey.
Yeah, I don't think Ryan taught her that either. She just like taught herself
Kinda
doing that.
You've been tricking me. Daddy's reading you all these books. You should be reading me the books.
I saw the moment of her reading.
Oh yeah, it's funny, right?
Yeah. It's impressive.
Yeah, I was impressed she read a few words.
Yeah, that's amazing. If only she can read the atmosphere of she needs to go to bed and sleep. Maybe no 3-year-old can read the atmosphere. Read the room. So true, holy. But your girl's exhausted because we barely had any sleep. So I was just gonna mainly focus on playing video game today. But thank you for the huge pog. I like to pog with chat. It's always fun.
First time chatter? Does this streamer ever talk about the game? You must be new here. Most astute Twitch streamer, you must be new here. It's rare to witness a type A chatter being born. Lightning crashes, the moderator's dies. The confusion levels heads and go down the new chatter down the hall. Oh, my streamers ranting once again. You know what I'm saying? The confusion levels heads. The confusion is they do be leveling heads. See the glory of the high, high. The fetus opens her eyes. The confusion sets in and gives birth to the fetus down the hall. Oh, my fetus setting in again like confusion. Thunder leveling heads. Put the fetus at the center of the setting in. Pale blue colored eyes. Confusion sets in with the angel down the hall. I know what you're saying. That's a classic from the 90s. That's a 90s classic, without a doubt.